The opening melody is simple, but what follows is much more complicated. Let's start with the first complete structural passage. Don't be intimidated by the music score on this page. I will explain when necessary. The opening A bar presents a scene that rests serenely on F sharp. Rather than resolving it immediately with a clear and firm cadence, Schubert launched a journey of instability with some sort of unsettled atmosphere, which is constructed by the strings. Use strings' special unusual timbre to create this unsettled, unstable atmosphere, heading to the unknown world. The journey arrived at bar 38, but just briefly, very briefly. Schubert wants to move on. I will discuss how Schubert does to make the moving on interesting in later report. The current journey consists of three major components. The first one is high string, which is in bar 9 and 38. It's performed by fourth and second violin. This is the core substance of the unstable atmosphere. And then the second component, low string, also in bar 9 to 38. It accompanies the high string to enhance the feeling of the instability. And finally, the third component from bar 13 to 38. This is the fourth theme of the symphony. It joins the journey of the instability 4 measures after it started. Its background is colored in green, yellow, and pink, as you can see on the music score. It's performed primarily by wind instrument, and we will discuss the fourth theme of the symphony in next report. I might have overstated the urgency to resolve the tension created by the ending note of the opening melody, which is F sharp, the dominant of the B minor. In fact, the opening melody is monophonic. For the monophonic music, the tension of the dominant is not as severe as that in the harmonic progression. However, this ending, this is very unusually long. This dominant ending is unusually long. This F sharp, it lasts. It's not 3 beats. It lasts for 3 full measures. Therefore, it carries quite a lot of the suspension feeling need to be resolved. However, Schubert does not resolve it. Schubert wants to enhance it, enhance the tension by the passage that is very different from the beginning. As you can see, the score, the red rectangular part is this new passage. It's very different from the beginning part. Even though it remains the same pianissimo dynamic, it's no longer monophonic. The new passage begins with a B minor triad. The top one in fourth violin is F sharp, and the second violin is in D, and the bass are all in B. So it's B, D, F sharp, the standard B minor triad. And it happened that the fourth violin, the top note is F sharp. It's the same as the lingering F sharp in the opening melody. So this is good. This can allow you to have a more smooth connection, transition from the opening melody to this passage. However, this page is totally different. It's much more complicated than the opening melody. It's basically, it has a lot of the 16ths going on forever, with the pair of 16ths, each pair have the same note. For instance, you can see that is something if for the fourth violin is something like a da da di di da da di 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 da 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 di di da 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 di di da da di 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 da 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 di di da 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 di di da da di di da 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 di di da da. Oh, something like that. It's going on forever, very fast, very different from the opening slow dynamic, slow rhythm. And in addition to that, this part of this passage is moving along in a very short, narrow range. The notes, most of the time, the notes, the interval between the notes are most of the time is within let me see, three intervals. Within two intervals, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. The is usually is within 2 steps. Okay. And it also colored with a chromatic inflection. That's made the pages sounds more mysterious, more unstable. And let me show you how the fourth violin sounds like. Okay, that's the fourth violin. And the fourth violin is perfect for doing this because the violin has a very clear, very sharp separation of the note separation compared with all other instruments. The note separation is very sharp. But because it's paired 16ths, so it also provides some very hazy and very vague of the feeling. So this is perfect for Schubert choose to do this purpose. And in addition to that, the bass also help to enhance this tension by using the syncopation. As you look at the score, you can see that it's something like da 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 da. Okay, it's not a very regular reason. It's a syncopation. So this enhance the tension of this passage. Let's listen to a few measure of this bass. Just watch for the bass. If you see, you may also hear the fourth theme of the symphony. Don't worry about that. Just pay attention to the bass and also the violin part. Okay, bring it up. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's it. So then let's listen to the whole passage to get a feeling how things goes.